BrainTap traveled all the way to Arizona to finish up a research study they're doing with the 100 Club, Phoenix Fire, and Phoenix Police Department. We were able to tag along and interview some employees of the 100 Club and some of the participants in the study. Want to know the number one benefit we heard from them?
For sleep.
And I did notice an extreme difference in my sleep.
Just waking up, if I feel more rested.
I actually fall asleep a lot faster when I use it now.
Help with our sleep.
So the biggest benefit that I've probably seen is quality of sleep.
And now I fall right to sleep when I use it, so.
Let's hear from the 100 Club CEO and employees.
Hi there, I'm Rainey Crabtree. I'm the program director here at the 100 Club of Arizona. At the 100 Club, we support our Arizona first responders in an abundance of ways. Specifically, what I'm going to talk about today is our mental health and wellness funding. So we do have amazing funding through the Bob and Renee Parsons Foundation. And this has allowed us to help individuals with mental health prevention tools all the way to intervention support services. So we have a big array of supports that we can offer to individuals. One of those is supporting our officers and firefighters with getting BrainTap headsets. So they get those, submit a request to us, and they can get those at no cost. But it has been a wonderful partnership. From the start, I believe it was Phoenix Fire who reached out to us and really said, hey, this is something that you guys need to look into and would be an amazing offering for their members. And once we did that, truthfully, we had no idea. There's no way I could have projected, even if someone had asked me to, what that support would look like. We have supported hundreds across the state, truly in Arizona now with BrainTap headsets, and just get amazing feedback. So the feedback can be a wide range. So I tell people, if you use it once a week, that is a moment where you're going to pause and listen to a guided meditation and focus on your wellness, so that will be beneficial. So even if you don't use it a ton, I do consider it a helpful tool, but it is great that BrainTap is here and partnering with Phoenix Fire and Phoenix Police as well to do some deeper research on the outcomes, which I know there has been research done in the past, which is amazing, and why we are already encouraging people to use the BrainTap headset, multiple times per week to get those full benefits and then see it through so that they can see the benefits at 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and all the way to 12 weeks for real cognitive and brain health improvements.
My name is Melissa Kowalski, and I am the CEO of the 100 Club of Arizona. At the 100 Club, we support public safety, specifically with mental health, and have for a number of years. And we had partnered with BrainTap on a variety of activities and started seeing the success that our first responders were having when using it. And first responders were reaching out to us and saying, hey, this is something that is more of a proactive approach of being able to help us be able to help with our anxiety, help with our stress, help with our sleep. And they were having great success with it. And so had reached out to us to say, is this something that the 100 Club would support? And we started a partnership with BrainTap of being able to have first responders reach out to us and let us know if this is something they were interested in. And the response we got was amazing. We have had over 500 first responders request a BrainTap. And we have a partnership with them where we're able to, they let us know the need, we'll purchase that, and then we can connect with them. They come to our office, pick it up, and then also can have a conversation to share additional resources with our first responders if there's other things that we can help in regards to that mental health space. It has been incredible to see the success. People that we've known for years that have struggled with sleep or with anxiety or just that stress, that additional layer of stress that happens with being a first responder, and that we're hearing that the success of just being so much more calm at work, calm with their families, being able to sleep better, how it's just affecting so many of the different parts of their lives that really make all the small differences and the big differences. At the 100 Club, we care so much about our first responders. They put so much on the line for us, and being able to partner with BrainTap to be able to provide a resource that really wraps around the mental health of our first responders is something that the 100 Club is very proud of our partnership with BrainTap.
Okay, so I am Wendy Nolte. I'm the individual program manager at the 100 Club of Arizona. I process all of the individual requests for our first responders that apply for help. After I got here, my husband is also a firefighter, so we got him a BrainTap. He's a little inconsistent on using it, but when he does use it, he finds that his sleep is better. I know the first couple weeks he used it, he was super excited because he had slept a full 6 hours, which is like unheard of for him. And that's actually what I hear a lot of responses, is that people are getting better sleep. If they're waking up in the middle of the night and doing calls and they're having a hard time going back to sleep, it's benefiting them to use it at that time too. And then actually for myself, so I've used his headset, and it used to take me hours to fall asleep, and now I fall right to sleep when I use it, so I love it. Just thank you guys for helping us help our first responders, and we love seeing you guys doing the analyzing and stuff that you guys are doing with them now, so we're excited to hear results, and yeah, thank you guys for what you do and for your help.
Now, let's hear from some of Phoenix Fire Department.
My name is Jason Miller. I work as a deputy chief in our Safety Prevention and Member Services Division. I first used BrainTap during a Vitania sessions that we had when we had Vitania came in and rolled that out for about 2 years in our department, and I signed up, and that was part of the process. Primarily, I've learned the value of using it at nighttime for sleep. So I usually, as often as I can, just regularly. Sometimes if I can't sleep, I get up and that's kind of my go-to. I grab it and it helps me go back to sleep. So I made a lot of changes all at once. When you start, eating differently and exercising differently and journaling, it's hard to know which things are doing what. But what I've primarily noticed is the sleep. When I can't sleep and I put that thing on, I can't stay awake. So it's really helped. I've had some issues with sleep over the years, and it was one of the main reasons I wanted to jump into this study and look at BrainTap, is because I wanted to get a handle on it, and it's been one of the bigger game changers in my sleep. I like some of Patrick's guided sleep stuff, where he just some of the breathing exercises. I can't remember exactly the names of them, but you got the music and you've got him working through some breathing techniques, and then just somehow he keeps talking and I doze off. So feel more focused. Again, it's hard to know with a lot of things going on, but since I've been using it, my focus at work, I manage a lot of different things in my current role, and so I feel like I'm going in a lot of different directions, and being able to hone in on things, to lock in and be productive and focused is really important to what I do, and so the help and support from this particular modality has been fantastic. It's been interesting just getting into the routine, I guess. Knowing it's, and I don't even know if it's psychosomatic, but you just think, oh, I'm getting ready to put on the BrainTap, and it puts you in a mindset that gets you prepared for that almost before you even start going through the sessions. You already are starting to relax, you're starting to be prepared for that. And I think what I would say is, in my experience, is using it along with some of the other, obviously when you're eating healthy and you're exercising and you're doing some of those things that are minded towards wellness and behavioral health, this has been a great addition to that, to really fill in the gaps on some of those things that you can't do necessarily by yourself, and to prepare you for the day, build energy in the morning, allow you to relax and focus during the day, and then, you know, certainly be able to help with your sleep at nighttime. So.
JJ Fowley, firefighter with Phoenix Fire Department. So my very first experience with BrainTap was actually with the Vitania program, and that's where I got introduced to it. But where I actually started using it to its maximum potential was when I came to the 100 Club. I found out that Aaron and Michael were here offering BrainTap resources, and that's actually where I got deeper into it and actually maximized my benefits for the BrainTap. So I'll use it early in the morning, late at night. I'll try to get an afternoon session in because once again, I wanted to use the tools to the maximum potential. And when I started actually using the tools to the maximum potential, you guys are gonna think this is crazy, but I actually started getting better and better results. But I typically only end up doing morning and night. So, but I shoot for 3 times a day. So early in the morning as soon as I get up, and then when I'm winding down to go to bed, I'll put on a headset. So the biggest benefit that I've probably seen is quality of sleep. So when you talk about like sleep, like yeah, you could be asleep for 8 hours, but what was your quality? Like where was your headspace at? Were you having nightmares? Were you restless? So I don't think that my hours of sleep changed. I think my quality of sleep has substantially increased in value. So waking up more refreshed, more energetic, ready to go, being more focused, and that sort of thing. So for me, I know this is probably not popular, but I'm gonna say it anyways, it's the Christian ones. The Christian-based ones are my favorite. I'm very spiritually based, and so I really enjoy those. I also enjoy, believe it or not, my kids have the headset too that I give to them, so my kids absolutely love that as well, and I've actually gotten to see my kids do so much better with their sleep, focusing better in sports, maybe being a little bit more energized in the mornings. So that's been good. So I like the Christian ones, and if you look at my profile, it'll be Christians, and the kid ones are the two hits. And then I also like the ones that are just, what would you say, just music? Those ones are pretty awesome too. I use different ones for different times. So the meditation ones are really, really cool too, where you can follow along and do the deep breathing as well. So I like those. Yes, I think I definitely do see a difference. I think it's being less fatigued, being less probably irritable. I have a little bit more patience, I would like to say. I don't know if that's because I'm more focused on like, hey, I'm doing a BrainTap now and it's placebo, but the way that I check that is just by asking my crew. And my crew members have told me, hey, you've been a little bit, more pleasant to be around on calls, I guess is a great way to say it. Because there's times that we can get frustrated, and it comes with any job. You know, we could have days where they're more challenging than others, and I think that the goal is to have less challenging days, and I think that BrainTap helps with that by just increasing your mood, enhancing the way that your mental focus is. I think in a nutshell that all comes wholesomely together at the end of the day to create a good product and have a great employee in any workplace. So I just want to thank you guys for all you guys do. I thank you guys for enabling Aaron and Michael to come here and work with the 100 Club and give us this benefit, because I think that the more this gets out, I think you are going to see increases in people's moods, people's focus, people's productivity, and that in turn is going to make the world a better place. So I just wanted to thank you guys. Thank you for the camera team here, and your guys' media team for doing this. This is awesome. We appreciate you. Love you guys very, very much. God bless y'all.
Robin Crumwoody. I'm a captain paramedic with the Phoenix Fire Department. The very first couple of times I tried it, I didn't like it. I felt just the lights, it was a little bit of brought just a weird sensation. But after 3 or 4 times of just continuing with it, trying to trust the process, I've grown to really like it. I like going to sleep with it. It makes me feel calm and relaxed, and I actually fall asleep a lot faster when I use it now. Just with my busy schedule, unfortunately, I don't get much during the day, but I do try to listen to it every night when I'm going to bed. And then if I can arrange to get up, depending on what my schedule is like in the morning, I try to listen to a morning session to get my day going. I am not as quick to anger. I think I most noticed it dealing with my children, which was a big part of why I wanted to do it. I felt like I could kind of hold it together at work and not really snap, but then when I'm around my loved ones and them, I would just be set off very quickly. And even my family noticed a change. I kind of told them what I was doing, and they're like, we see a huge change in you. And I wasn't as angry with the kids. I didn't snap at them, and the whole house kind of calmed down as well. I really like Dr. Patrick Porter's voice. I feel like he's very calming, and if just given an opportunity to try it, I'd say try it, even if trust the process and give it a few sessions at least before you rule out whether you like it. But I promise you it's worth it, and give it a try.
My name is DeSalle Dean. I'm a Phoenix firefighter. My first experience was great. I was a little skeptical at first, but after going through the process and the program, it's worked perfectly for me. I do a couple things outside of the fire department. I travel a lot for basketball, referee basketball, and working with BrainTap has been extraordinary. It's been great for the late nights, the red-eye flights, stuff like that. It's been great. I typically listen to them on flights when I can't sleep or if I'm restless. Sometimes early in the morning before I get to the station, or even afternoon after lunch at the station. I have not been as anxious as I used to be, and sleep has felt so much better after waking up. So even if I sleep for 2 or 3 hours a night, just because we have a crazy night, just waking up, if I feel more rested. Favorite types of sessions, probably without the voice, just instrumentals, like musical, almost like some jazz to my ears. You should definitely try this, it's great.
My name is Kristen Beretta. I am an engineer at Engine 27 on A shift. So I've been doing BrainTap for well over a year now, and I did notice an extreme difference in my sleep, mainly getting to sleep faster and then sleeping very restfully throughout the entire night. While I don't do it on shift because it's just too difficult with us going, in and out of calls, I do it usually in the morning when I get home, and then I do it at night as well. Yeah, probably the biggest change that I've seen has been in my sleep and just feeling actually rejuvenated, like definitely energized, like more energized, and like I actually got a good night's sleep. So I had the opportunity to go down to the training academy and participate in some live burns. And usually, regardless of how well we use our PPE, our mask, our turnouts, usually still end up with a little bit of a headache after. And I did notice that, so I decided to try a BrainTap session as soon as I had got home, and my headache instantly went away. So that is something, sometimes after shift I will have a headache, and I will put the BrainTap on and I will use it, and my headache goes away almost instantly.